Next round in Barcelona, you say? Well, why don't you say so? Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the return of Virtual F2 once more. We are here for round 7 of the third and final Virtual F2 season in 2023. And we are here in the circuit de Barcelona Catalonia in Spain for what we are hoping is going to be a thrilling weekend as we have had in the previous rounds. But before we get into the race, let's run you through the grid for both races. And what a qualifying it has been for Ayumu Iwasa. He starts on pole position for the first time, and alongside him will be Victor Martins in the Alpine liveried ART. Enzo Fittipaldi and Jake Dennis, the two Rodin Carlins, third and fourth on the grid. What can they do to challenge those front runners? They will hopefully go for some crucial and maybe big points. Teo Porcher is 5th on the grid, P5 for car number 5, and behind him is Amaury Gordillo, our feature race winner from Monaco. Roy Nissany is 7th for PHM after an excellent qualifying for him. Oliver Bearman is behind him in 8th place, P8 for car number 8. The reigning champion is hoping for a good result. Behind him will be his former Formula 3 teammate Arthur Leclerc, who starts 9th for Dams, and completing the top 10 is Brad Benavides for PHM. Both PHMs in the top 10 for both races. And completing the grid, we have Jack Doohan, Jehan Darubala, Frederick Festi, Ralph Boschong, Richard Verschoor, Kush Miney, Dennis Hauger, Jack Crawford, Isaac Hadjar, Roman Stanek, Clement Novalak, and at the back of the grid is Juan Manuel Correa in the Van Amersfoort. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have seen your grid, our grid, I should say, for both races. Will it be changed by the time we get to the checkered flag? Well, we will find out in just a few laps. So, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for some action? We are here in Barcelona. It's time to get ready for the sprint. To the left is Martins, to the right is Iwasa. All 5 lights are on. And we are green in Barcelona. A great getaway for Iwasa and Victor Martins as well. Also from Jake Dennis, who's already up to third. Ahead of Enzo Fittipaldi is the downhill towards turn 1. As we see Dennis trying to go round the outside of Victor Martins, and Dennis is off the road. Dennis goes into the MotoGP long lap penalty area, and he has to go off the road of being forced off Victor Martins. But it's Iwasa leading from Martins, then it's Fittipaldi. Roy Nissany up into 4th place after an incredible getaway for him. But Jake Dennis is now down to 5th, and then it's Porcher, Bearman, Leclerc, Cordial and Doohan completing the top 10. But Martins forcing Dennis off the road. Surely it's a racing incident, because I don't think they touch. It might be a racing incident because I think Dennis had anywhere to go when he tried to go around the outside of Martins, but he had to be going off the track. But Martins, I believe, will not get a penalty because he didn't touch him, and I believe it will be a racing incident. And no further investigation necessary for that incident already, as you can hear from race control. Okay, Jake, no further investigation for that incident with Martins for running you off the track at turn 1. Boop! Are you serious, mate? Are you having a laugh? So we're already on lap 2, and round the outside comes Jake Dennis on Roy Nissany. Is he going to get the move done into turns 1 and 2? He does indeed, and Jake Dennis is up into 4th place now, ahead of the Israeli, and he can now chase after his teammate for 3rd. You can see that Dennis is getting a slipstream from behind Fittipaldi, and he lunges to the inside. Lovely move there for Jake Dennis, and we're also seeing an overtake from Ollie Bearman round the outside of Roy Nissany, and he's got through. Lovely move for Bearman up into 6th place, and that was a quality overtake from the reigning champion up into 6th. But the Formula E champion Jake Dennis is ahead of his teammate, and up into 3rd, Bearman up to 6th, ahead of Nissany. Oh, hang on a minute, Jake Dennis is already coming into the pits before the guys in front of him. He's hoping for an undercut head. Yep, into the pits already for Dennis. It's a little bit earlier than I thought he was hoping for, as he's coming into the box now for another set of soft tyres. Let's see, the mechanics are out as they put on a new set of soft tyres on to Dennis's car. It was a tiny bit slow for the release, but he's got away very, very good. So he's now down to the back of the field, having fighted for the front of the field. So Jake Dennis, as far as this race long term goes, this is an undercut possible for him. Let's see how it shapes out. Oh, that's a car with a problem. Mate, no power, no power. Copy, Isaac, stop the car. Mate, are you serious? Oh, not another engine issue for Isaac Hadjar. It's another DNF this season. I think it's a 5th DNF for the season, if I am not mistaken. And Isaac Hadjar, who won the feature race in Imola, continues his run of DNFs this season. And that is a huge shame for the luckless Frenchman. Pourchaire is gambling for an undercut as he comes in. So this is crucial now for Pourchaire. He's coming into the pits. I can just about see him coming into the pits, and here he comes. I think others are coming in as well. Who's that coming down behind him? Leclerc. Yeah, Arthur Leclerc is coming in. I think Lasani too. Cordial too. We're seeing a lot of cars here, even Besting. So this is looking to be a good stop for Pourchaire. I think he'll come up behind Jake Dennis, and oh, he's getting held up. Oh, it's an awful stop for Théo Pourchaire. He got held up massively, and I think he's going to get overtaken by Leclerc in the pits. He does. Leclerc's jumped him in the pits. That's a nightmare for Pourchaire. It is indeed, and Dennis has gone through as well. And yes, as you just heard, Arthur Leclerc is ahead of Théo Pourchaire, so that has worked for the Monegasque driver. Will this make him be in the fight for a podium? It's possible. Iwasa and Martins are in. This is it now. Yep, this is it. This is crucial for when Jake Dennis comes. Iwasa and Martins are into the pits. Fittipaldi's in as well. Also Behrman, Doohan, Benavides, Bossog, Aldo, Novalak and Correa too. So this is going to be really, really crucial now to see where Dennis is going to be when these guys make their pit stops. Iwasa's hoping that he doesn't get held up in the pit box. Is he going to get held up? Oh, he has. That's cost him. That will cost him. Martins has gone through ahead of Iwasa, and there's Dennis. Yeah, Dennis has gone by. Jake Dennis has made it work. He's taken the lead on lap 15, and that was a quality undercut for Jake Dennis. Man, keep an eye on this man though. Keep an eye on Leclerc. Yeah, he's coming down the lane straight now. It's Arthur Leclerc. He's going to try found the outside lane. Second to Powdy. It's a turn 1. Arthur Leclerc up into 5th place for Dams, ahead of Enzo Fittipaldi, and he's tucked in behind Ollie Behrman, who's now 4th. This is getting intense now, folks, because with just 12 laps to go, the battle for 4th is on. Martin's got a problem, sorry, he's got a problem. He's reporting some kind of issue in his car, and it's going to make him lose a lot of speed, as here comes Ayumu Iwasa round the outside of Victor Martins. Surely Martins is going to get overtaken by Iwasa, because Martins has got an issue, Iwasa doesn't, and he goes to the inside, and Ayumu Iwasa moves up into 2nd place, and does he have enough pace to possibly chase after Jake Dennis for this win? We will find out soon, but Martins is now going to be a sitting duck because he's going to be slow as a cucumber. Surely Martins' chances of a podium is going to be thrown away. Ollie Behrman, though, the reigning champion, is looking to take it away from the Frenchman in the ART. Here he goes, down the straight. Ollie Behrman will surely have enough straight line speed to get past, and does get past. Ollie Behrman gets past the powerless Victor Martins, and the reigning champion is up into the podium places. Surely Martins is going to do nothing but just crawl backwards and away from the podium. This is turning into a disaster for the ART team. Martins is trying to fight back at Pourchaire. They go side by side through the penultimate corner. Pourchaire trying to go round the outside of Martins. I don't think Martins is going to defend from his teammate. Pourchaire goes dancing right round the outside, and surely he'll be ahead. Yes, he will. It's 3 wide down the main straight. Pourchaire, Martins, Nestani fighting all the way, and Nestani is through up into 6th. No, he isn't. Pourchaire is. Pourchaire is in 6th. Nestani is well to well with him, and Cordial gets past Martins as well. This is Frank, and Nestani is ahead of all of them. Nestani's in 6th. What a battle we have just had there. 4 cars fighting for 6th, and Martins has lost 3 places in the space of 5 corners. Iwasa is just going to run out of time, but Jake Dennis is going to keep it comfortable, and he looks to take win number 3 of his career. He has kept it under control in the sprint in Monaco, and he's going to do the same in the sprint in Barcelona. It's back-to-back sprints for Dennis the Menace. Jake Dennis wins the sprint in Barcelona and extends his championship lead to 9 points. And it's a fantastic Saturday for the Brit in the road in Carlin. Iwasa finishes in second place, and the reigning champion Ollie Bearman returning to the podium as he takes third for Prema. What an incredible sprint for Dennis. It has been a few ups and downs, but in the end it was the Menace, Jake Dennis, who wins the sprint in Spain. What a way to do it. Lovely job, Jake. Lovely job. Another win. That is how you win a Virtua 2 race, boys. Come on! Oh my god, yes! And here is your classification then. Jake Dennis then, your winner, ahead of Ayumu Iwasa and Ollie Bearman, who complete the podium here in Barcelona in the sprint race. And that was a very well done to those three teams. Behind the top three, Arthur Leclerc, good drive for him, he finishes fourth, ahead of Enzo Fittipaldi fifth. Teo Porcher losing points in sixth, he'll be looking to come back strong tomorrow. Roy Nissany and Amaury Cordial complete the points. Victor Martins and Jack Doohan miss out on points. They're going to have to do a lot of hard work if they want to be back to fighting at the front in tomorrow's feature race. But yet in the championship, Jake Dennis, as I said, 8 points now clear of Teo Porcher in the championship going into tomorrow's race. Enzo Fittipaldi 19 points behind, Amaury Cordial 20 points behind. So by the end of tomorrow, one of those top 4 drivers will find themselves in the lead of the championship before we get into the Red Bull Ring. I'm sure we'll be on for a thrilling race tomorrow as we look at the team's championship. 28 points between Roden Carlin and ART, and they are looking to march themselves on to a second team's championship in 2023 before they will leave and head into 2024 as a 2-time teams champions. But anyway, we hope you enjoy this sprint race here in Spain. We'll be on for another race tomorrow, which is a feature race. Hope you can join us then for the feature here in Barcelona when Virtual Formula 2 returns.